Welcome back to JM Clips. I'm Jarrett McIntyre, and today we're taking a look at Wolfman 2025. Wolfman 2025 is a Universal Pictures production. The plot takes place of a family man, or consisting of a family man, Blake, relocates with his workaholic wife, Charlotte, and daughter, Ginger, from San Francisco to Oregon. They move into Blake's inherited childhood home, left vacant after his estranged father's mysterious disappearance and presumed death. During a full moon, a werewolf attacks the family at the farmhouse, clawing Blake's arm. The family barricades themselves inside, but Blake begins to transform into a horrifying creature, threatening his wife and daughter. So the reason I say Wolfman 2025 is because there was a previous film all the way back in 1941. And what's so cool is that back in 1941, Universal Pictures produced that movie, and now they're producing the duplicate here in 2025. That's pretty crazy. So let's look at like premise comparison to the original. 1941 American Gothic horror film. Let's see here. Larry Talbot returns to his ancestral home to bury his recently deceased brother and reconcile with his estranged father. As an excuse to talk. Let's see here. Oh, he falls in love with a local girl. As an excuse to talk to her, he purchases a walking stick decorated with silver wolf's head. She tells him that it represents a werewolf, and then a man who changes into a wolf at a certain time. Oh, they had to explain what a werewolf was. Yeah, and then it goes downhill from there. So a little bit of a different plot here in 2025. Probably because at this point, thanks to Twilight, we all know what werewolves are, and we got to spice it up a little bit. I'll be honest, I'm concerned. So, I love movies, and I want movies to love me back. And when they don't do that, I feel unresolved. All that to say is, this is a classic. This is a classic. The Wolfman from 1941 is probably canonized in Gothic horror, pretty much just horror history in general. And I don't want them to ruin it. It'd be like, it's not quite the same level, but it'd be as if somebody wanted to remake Psycho, which would be a sin to begin with. But, like, imagine remaking Hitchcock's Psycho and then changing it up a little bit, throwing your own spin on it. Oh man, that'd be scary. That would be bad for all the wrong reasons. And so I'm afraid we just came off a high note with the Nosferatu film by Robert Eggers. I put out a couple videos on that, actually. The last one, I know I said it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. However, it was still a really good film, and I think, for the most part, honored its predecessor quite well. And I'm not, just from what I'm seeing, I'm not quite as confident with this 2025 Wolfman. If you've seen the trailer, I'm afraid there's going to be too much CGI, not enough practicals. Maybe I'll be pleasantly shocked. Who knows? I couldn't tell you. Forgive me on this name pronunciation, but our director is Lee, except it's spelled a little different. So if it's Lay, I'm sorry, but Lee Wannell, I'm pretty sure how you say his name. He's had some experience, a lot more than I was thinking, with the thriller horror genre. He's had a considerable amount of influence with the Insidious kind of tag-on movies. The Red Door, The Last Key, Dive into the Insidious universe. I guess that was a short. That was a spec film. Let's see here. The Bye Bye Man. Pretty much everything he's done is almost thriller and horror. So the guy's, he seems relatively young. He's born in 1977, but he's got a pretty impressive resume. So all that to say, I'm looking forward to some classic horror here in 2025, kicking it off right with the first month. it's like one of those. It's a high risk gamble. You want to put it all in black. You got a lot that could be fantastic, but if it's like if one thing goes awry, it was all for naught. So I look forward to watching Wolfman 2025 with you all. Depending on how it goes, we'll make a review video. But until then, please watch more movies, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.